And welcome, Bull League sports fans, to the final day of the regular season. It is September 5th in the game calendar, and we're going to be featuring our tie-breaking, wildcard deciding game, and that is the New York Dragons at the RIMOUSKI Fighting Moose. As you can see from the screen, New York and RIMOUSKI tied at 53 and 46. The advantage probably slightly in RIMOUSKI's favor, 30 and 19 at home, on the road 23 and 26 for the Dragons. New York is going to put up William Febres, one of the better pitchers in the Bull League, although not by his win-loss record, 4-8 this season with a 3.28 ERA. RIMOUSKI will be fronting up Andy Boyles, 7-10 with a 3.79 ERA. There are other games in action as well today, as you can see on your screen. However, all of the other division and wildcard spots have been decided. Boston clinching yesterday in their doubleheader at Montreal, taking second place in the Lake League East division. RIMOUSKI in the Lake League West, Dragons in the Lake League East. Today's game will determine which team advances to the playoffs. And we're going to get this underway shortly. All right, game appears to have been canceled due to bad weather. It will be played tomorrow. We're going to quick sim today's games then. We all patiently await the final deciding game between RIMOUSKI and New York. Playoffs are supposed to begin September 7th. Find out if this will adjust the schedule or not. And here's our one game. Nick Sear will now pitch for RIMOUSKI, 10 and 6 with a 2.66 ERA. I guess the extra day of rest gave him some time to recover, and RIMOUSKI wants their top pitcher in the game. And today's lineup for the New York Dragons, they're on your board. Leading off will be Tony Cruz, the center fielder. Jose Espinoza, the third baseman. Setsuo Kimura, the designated hitter, batting left. Pedro Rosario, the first baseman and right-hander. Batting fifth, Victor Jimenez, the right fielder. Jake Jett following him in the sixth position, shortstop. Chris Chisholm batting seventh. Adam Hippensteel, the catcher, in eighth, and Hector Martinez batting ninth. RIMOUSKI Fighting Moose lineup and defensive positions are as follows. Hugo Gonzalez in center field to lead off. Howard Jackson, the catcher. Zenjiro Suga, first baseman, batting third. Alan Isemone in his regular fourth position. Joe Street, the left fielder. Todd Salvato, DHing. Ellis Bendel, seventh, the right fielder. Second baseman Juan Medina in eighth, and Israel Paez, the shortstop, batting ninth. The starting pitchers are, again, William Febres, the right-hander, batting ERA of 3.28 this season, a 1.26 whip, 14 strikeouts per 9 innings, a very high strikeout guy. Nick Sear, the right-hander for RIMOUSKI, 2.66 ERA with a 1.06 whip, 7.2 strikeouts per 9 innings. William Febres, interestingly, 0-6 on the road, has not pitched against Rimouski this season. And Nick Sear, similarly, has not pitched against New York this season, but he's 6-4 when pitching at home. They get this game underway. Beautiful day here in Rimouski to end the season, September 6th. 27,466 fans are in attendance, and the weather's turned a little chilly now, 52 degrees, wind blowing out to center at 9 miles per hour. And your defensive positions are on the screen there. Let's get the first pitch of the game underway. And Nick Sear serves up a single on a 2-1 pitch to Cruz. Cruz extending his hitting streak to 11 games as that one's handled and brought back into the infield to keep Cruz to just one base. Jose Espinosa up to bat. Leadoff single by Cruz puts him on first. And this one's hit out of the infield as well. That'll make it by the second baseman, Juan Medina, and a single that will advance Cruz to third base. Setsuo Kimura up to the plate. No out, 2 runners on. And he goes down swinging. 0-2 pitch. Pedro Rosario batting from the cleanup position. 1 away. And this one is fly ball to left. Runners will not be able to advance. Joe Street was on it very quickly and giving an eyeball to his catcher, Jackson, preparing to make the throw. The ball was too shallow. Victor Jimenez steps up to the plate. 2 runners on, 2 out. Diving back to first. And he's caught. Espinosa caught with a big leadoff. And he's thrown out at first. And that will end the top of the first as Rimouski step up to the plate. On with the first, Hugo Gonzalez to lead it off. William Febres pitching. One pitch to Gonzalez. Side, ball 4. Gonzalez will head on down to first with the walk. Febres has now issued 63 passes this season, but 175 strikeouts still makes him one of the more dangerous pitchers who can decide a game just with his pitches, with the pitches to the batter at the plate. And there's a pop-up just outside of second, the infield to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly by Martinez, and that will send Gonzalez back to first. Zenjiro Suga up to the plate.
Strike 3.
Full count pitch, strike 3. Suga goes down. Steele catching that foul tip. The always dangerous Alan Izamo up to the plate. And that one gets away from Jackson. That'll advance the runner to second. Runner in scoring position now for Alan Izamo, third baseman. wild pitch by William Febres. Full count pitch. Hit up the middle. That'll make it out of the infield. Rounding third is Gonzalez. No throw at the plate. And Alan Izamo gets an RBI single, putting Rimouski on the board first. Gonzalez scoring all the way from second. And a walk is issued. Joe Street, 2 on, 2 out. Todd Salvato, the designated hitter, stepping up to the plate. And that one's fielded cleanly, and the force out at second will end the inning. But 1 run scoring for Rimouski as we move into the top of the second. And Victor Jimenez stepping up to the plate. Sear just 15 pitches in that first inning. Swung on and missed. The 3-2 count by Jimenez, and he goes down. First strikeout of the game. Second strikeout of the game for Nick Sear. Jake Jett up to the plate. 0-1 pitch. Jett hit high, but too shallow to left field, and that's caught by Street. One-handed grab, and that'll send 2 away. Chris Chisholm up to the plate. And he goes down swinging. So, swing and a miss on a slider from Sear. That'll end the inning, 3 up, 3 down, as we move to the bottom of the second. Rimouski fighting Moose. The 1-run advantage. Check the out-of-town scoreboard, but this is the last game of the regular season. No one else is playing. Their previous game having been rained out yesterday. Ellis Bendel stepping into the batter's box against William Febres. He goes down swinging. Febres, his infamous pitches. That one, a screwball. 2 strikeouts for Febres today. Juan Medina up to the plate. And he goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts in a row. Febres, who gets a lot of them. Israel Paez up to the plate. And that's 3 strikeouts in a row for William Febres. The bottom part of the Rimouski order, no surprises there. Those last 2 hitters, Paez and Medina, both hitting under 200 this season. We'll move to the bottom of the second. Adam Hippensteel stepping up to the plate. This one's hit into the left field gap. That'll drop in for a single just in front of Joe Street. A leadoff hit for Hippensteel. Hector Martinez up behind him, bottom of the order. Hit hard up the middle, and that will make it past the shortstop, Paez. 2 singles in a row for New York as they will try to rally here. Hippensteel moving to scoring position. Tony Cruz back to the top of the order.
Strike 3, you're out.
He goes down on a curveball. Espinoza, 1 away and 2 runners on. 3-0 pitch, and he'll take a walk. Bases are drunk for Setsuo Kimura, designated hitter. Kimura, 17 home runs this season, 99 hits, 50 RBIs, an OPS of 782. This one's hit high to right, but this will drop in and be caught by the right fielder, Bendel. No attempt at a run to home. by Hippensteel. Just not quick enough. Mora with one away. Two away. Pedro Rosario batting cleanup. 2 out. Loaded bases. And he goes down on the full count pitch to a strikeout, and that will leave 3 runners on as we move to the bottom of the third. Hugo Gonzalez will lead it off for Rimouski. William Febres, 4 strikeouts today, 2 walks, 2 innings, just 1 run allowed. Rain starting to fall today. 1 ball, no strikes.
Strike 3, you're out.
And the 3-2 count. He'll strike out on a called strike, and Gonzalez not too happy about that. Had a walk in his first inning, but the umpire disagrees with his judgment on that one. Howard Jackson stepping up to the plate with 1 away.
Strike 3.
And he'll go down on a strikeout. William Febres now has the 9th most strikeouts in a single full league season with 181. Jiro Suga up to the plate. That's also the 5th batter in a row struck out by Febres. Foul ball. And we have a rain delay. 32-minute rain delay, and we'll resume the game with an 0-1 count. Suga. 0-2 count, rather. And swing and a miss, he strikes him out. 6 strikeouts in a row, 7 strikeouts in total for William Febres. Back to the top of the 4th for New York, Victor Jimenez up to the plate. And this fly ball to right will be caught. Sear, very good at forcing those ground balls usually, but a couple of fly balls today. Jake Jett up to the plate, and this one's grounded to first, and it's misplayed by Suga. Can't hold on to it. Slippery ball and slippery field. And although Nick Sear got to first base in time, Suga just couldn't handle the ball. So Jake Jett with a base on an error charged to Zenjuro Suga.
Strike 3.
And strike 3 to Chris Chisholm. Struck out in his first at bat as well. Adam Hippensteel up to the plate. 2 away, 1 on. And the inside pitch will be strike 3. So harmless error by Rimouski as New York leaves 1 runner on. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 4th. Alan Izamo, the always dangerous Izamo. Third baseman stepping up to the plate, and he goes down swinging. 8th strikeout for Febres. 7 in a row. Go straight up to the plate.
Strike 3, you're out.
Swing and a miss, and that is now 8 strikeouts in a row, 9 in the game for William Febres, who really wishes he could have had those strikeouts in the first inning, I would imagine, running that Rimouski run. Todd Salvato up to the plate. And what an amazing pitch. 9 strikeouts in a row for William Febres. 3 up, 3 down for the 3rd inning in a row. Hector Martinez up to the plate. He'll lead it off for New York in the top of the 5th. And this one is hit hard to first, but what a great catch by Suga, who makes up for that error in the last inning with that amazing catch on that hard hit line drive down the first baseline. 1 away as Martinez is retired. Back to the top of the order, Cruz goes down on his 2nd strikeout of the game. Espinoza up to the plate, batting .224 this season, just 5 home runs, 35 RBIs. And this fly ball will make it into left, but not deep enough. Getting there in plenty of time was Joe Street. Look at the technical settings here so people aren't missing the action. Fix some of that. Top of the fifth for the New York Dragons. Trying to get something going here. 4 hits, but no runs. Having some difficulty solving Nick Sear, who's also a pretty good strikeout pitcher, 8 of them today. And leadoff batter will be Jose Espinoza, the third baseman. Excuse me. We're back to Rimouski. I'm losing track of where we are here. Rimouski is up to bat, bottom of the fifth. Ellis Bendel, the right fielder, 0 for 1 today. Batting 7th in the order. And he hits one hard. This will make it out of the infield as Faber is finally has his strikeout streak broken. Had retired 9 batters in a row on strikeouts. Not sure if that's a record, but it's quite impressive. But Bendel getting a base hit. Juan Medina up to the plate. And this one's put down towards the towards the mound. Fielded by the pitcher, Evers, but the easy throw out to first. So a sac bunt to move Bendel ahead. Hit hard up the middle by Paez, and that will advance the runner to third. Rimouski now has a runner, another runner, 90 feet away from scoring. Runners in the corners with one out. Hugo Gonzalez back to the top of the order for Rimouski. High fly ball to center. No attempt at a run home by Bendel. 2 away as Gonzalez flies out. That'll bring up the right-hander, Howard Jackson. Jackson's just batting .287 this season. .801 OPS, 3 home runs and 19 RBIs this season. This comes at the belt on a strikeout pitch, and that will end the threat. Rimouski is unable to convert those 2 runners into runs. New York will get a chance again here in the top of the 6th. Setsura Kimura it off. Pitch to Kimura popped up. Under it is the catcher, Jackson. And waved off. Izamo will take that one. 1 away. Pedro Rosario. Batter's box. Hit hard to Izamo at third. The throw over to Suga. That's 2 away. Victor Jimenez up to the plate. And this one's knocked into right. This will drop in for a base hit just in front of Bendel. Jake Jett up to the plate. And that retires the side on that strikeout pitch. So off we go to the bottom of the 6th. For Rimouski, once again, they'll try to add some runs here, a little insurance, as they wear down William Febres. Febres 11 strikeouts, just 2 walks, 1 earned run. He leads off with a strikeout to Zenjura Suga. Suga, 3 Ks today. Alan Eismo up to the plate.
Strike three,
Singled in
you're
his
out.
first at-bat. Struck out in his second, and that will be another strikeout to Alan Eismo. Joe Street, 2 away. He'll take a walk. Weber is not giving up too many walks this season, just 61 walks this season. Now 62. Todd Silvato up to the plate. 297 average this season, and he'll ground out to second base. That'll end the threat. Chris Chisholm will lead it off for the Dragons. 2 strikeouts in his last 2 at-bats. And he'll hit this one into right, but it'll be easily fielded by Bendel. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Adam Hippensteel up to the plate. 0-2 pitch, and he goes down swinging, strike 3. His second K of the game. Down to the bottom of the order, Hector Martinez will try to get something going.
Strike three, you're
And
out.
he goes down looking at a fastball. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Root for the home team. And it's a shame. And it's 1, 2, 3, or 9 strikeouts in a row if you're William Febres. Still raining here in Rimouski. 52 degrees, a little chilly. That's September weather, Quebec. Gaspé region. Ellis Bendel will lead off the bottom of the 7th for Rimouski. Hit hard up the middle. This makes it out of the infield, right past the shortstop, Jake Jett, and that'll be good for a single. Bendel, 2 singles today, and a strikeout. He is a threat to steal. Juan Medina up to the plate.
Strike three, you're
He
out.
goes down swinging. Miguel LeBron is now pitching for the... notice this, he came in the last inning, I suppose. So Miguel LeBron pitching for New York. And he'll issue strikeout number 2, Paez. Oh, Jorge Duran now. Sorry, I'm missing all these changes here. Jorge Duran pitching for, or batting for Paez. But he goes down on a strikeout. The 2 away with Bendel on first. Hugo Gonzalez back to the top of the order. Ron from the stretch, the 1-2 count, and that's a strikeout to Gonzalez. Top of the 8th for New York. Running out of opportunities to get on the board here and pull even or take the go-ahead run. Their playoff potential future is on the line here for this season. Tony Cruz leading it off. Nick Sear still in for Rimouski. Cruz will ground this one to short. And the throw to first, he's safe. He beats the throw. Cruz turning on the Jets there. A leadoff infield single, Tony Cruz, and that'll bring in Bob Summers to relieve Nick Sear. Rimouski not taking any chances. They don't want the tying run at first to make it in. Jose Espinoza up to the plate. Bob Summers, 2-5 this season with a 5.98 ERA. Hit back to the pitcher on a bunt, and Espinoza is now out on that sac bunt, but it'll advance the runner, Tony Cruz, into scoring position. Just 1 away for Setsuo Kimura. Very dangerous situation here for Rimouski. I wouldn't be surprised if they're playing the infield in Try to prevent a run, and a strikeout issued to Kimura. That's 2 away. Pedro Rosario up to the plate with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. The tying run at second, matter of fact. And he goes down swinging. Sorry, looking. Rosario, second strikeout of the game. That ends the threat. RIMOUSKI will come up to the plate for the bottom of the 8th. Howard Jackson leading it off. Gail LeBron still pitching for York. 3-0 this season. 2 hits in 49 innings, 70 strikeouts. This one will poke its way out of the infield as both Espinoza and Jet make a dive for it. But Jackson safe at first on a bit of a soft tap. Just had enough velocity to make it out of the infield. And this one's grounded hard to third. This will be a double up as they get the force play at second, and the throw to first is in time. So a double play. 5-4-3 if you're scoring it. Alan Izamo up to the plate with 2 away, bottom of the 8th. 2-2 pitch to Izamo, grounded over to third. Espinoza with the throw in time. And that ends the threat for New York. The meat of the RIMOUSKI lineup there. Definitely a threat to add runs in this game. New York will come up to the plate at the top of the 9th. They don't get something going here, they're done for the season. Mark Garland will come in and pitch now for RIMOUSKI. 3-3 this season, 54 strikeouts in 39 innings. Rated as a neutral pitcher. Not necessarily ground ball or not necessarily a fly ball. Both. And the leadoff batter, Jimenez, hits one hard to short, but this is misplayed again by Suga. Although they may charge the error to the shortstop there, fielding it, Joe Street, the high throw. Anyway, 2 bases for Jimenez. Reaching on an error. Jake Jett up to the plate. Tying run at second with no out.
Strike 3.
Jake Jett, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him on a cutter. Chris Chisholm up to the plate. 2-2 pitch to Chisholm. Hit hard into right field. It's dropping in, and rounding third will be Jimenez, scoring the tying run on that RBI single to right. And we have a tie ball game in the top of the 9th, folks. Chris Chisholm with the RBI single to right. David Jones up to the plate, just 1 away.
Strike 3, you're out.
And catches him with a 2-2 changeup. Jones pinch hitting for Hippensteel. Hector Martinez will come up to the plate now, the bottom of the order. 2 away with Chisholm on first. New York securing a tie here. High fly ball to center. This should be an easy catch, and that's 3 away as Duran fields it. So Jimenez scoring after reaching second on an error. And then Chris Chisholm with the single to right field, scoring him as he rounded third and made it in. Manny Meza will be pitching for the New York Dragons here in the bottom of the 9th. Number 11, right-hander. 3-3 this season, 4.04 ERA. Collected 21 saves this season. Joe Street to lead it off, grounded out to short. DH Todd Salvato will step up to the plate, batting 6th in the order. And he goes down on a called strike 3. Salvato didn't even flinch at that one. 74-mile-an-hour pitch. Can't really call it a fastball, more like a changeup. Not sure why he wouldn't make an attempt to swing at a changeup on a 2-2 pitch, but there you go. Ellis Bendel grounding along the first base line. The throw back to Meza is in time, covering first for him. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We go to the top of the 10th. We'll try to break this deadlock. New York putting Tony Cruz, their leadoff batter, up to the plate. Hit hard to left field. It's going deep off the wall, and a sliding double for Cruz as it hit the top of the wall. There was a tag, but he was safe by quite a few steps there. RIMOUSKI fans not too happy about this leadoff double to Tony Cruz. Right at the top of the order, too. The RBI players are coming up. We'll see if we can fix the connection here. Take a pause here. Getting reports that our live video feed is not going too well right now. All right, Espinoza back up to the plate, batting second here in the top of the 7th. Tony Cruz at second after that double to the wall in left field. Mark Garland still pitching. RIMOUSKI, he'll try to put this fire out now. And he chops one to second. This will bring home the throw at home. And he's out. Cruz is out. He rounded third and he tried for home, but he's out on the slide. But a double is a double for Espinoza. Cruz out on the play at home plate though. So what an amazing